Hello everyone, welcome back. Are you tired of waking up and feeling old before your time? Are you tired of low energy, slow mornings, and a body that feels heavy before the day even begins? If yes, you are not alone. Millions of people feel this way, and most of them think it is just aging. They think it is normal. They think nothing can change. But here is what the science says. And here is what the oldest, healthiest people in the world have known for centuries. Aging is real. But how fast you age, how strong you feel, how long you live, that is something you can influence every single day. This is a graded lesson for English learners who want a longer, stronger life. Today I am going to share 12 daily habits with you. These habits are not complicated. They are not expensive. They don't require a gym membership or a perfect diet from day one. They are small. They are consistent, and they are backed by both modern science and ancient wisdom from cultures where people regularly live past 100 years old. 12 habits, that is all. Some of them you already know. Some of them will surprise you, and at least one of them will change the way you think about your body forever. By the end of this video, you won't just know these habits. You will understand why they work. You will feel ready to start, and you will see that it is never too late and never too early to take care of the one body you have. Here is something I want you to remember today. Write it somewhere. Say it to yourself tonight before you sleep. Your body listens to what you do every day, not what you do once a month. Not what you plan to do someday, what you do every day. That is the whole lesson right there. Everything else we talk about today is just the how. So if you are serious about living well, about feeling strong at 50, 60, 70, and beyond, subscribe right now, because there is more coming, and it starts today. Let's begin. Habit 1. Morning sunlight. This one sounds almost too simple, but stay with the idea for a moment because it is more powerful than most people realize. Every morning when you open your eyes, your body is waiting for a signal. It has been waiting all night, and that signal is light. Natural light. Sunlight. When sunlight enters your eyes in the morning, your brain receives a message. It says the day has started. It resets your internal clock. It tells your body when to be awake, when to be focused, and later when to sleep. Scientists call this your circadian rhythm. And when your circadian rhythm is healthy, almost everything else in your body works better. Your hormones, your digestion, your mood, your sleep that night. The people who live the longest in the world know this even if they have never heard the word circadian. In the blue zones, the 5 regions on Earth where people most commonly live past 100 years old, almost everyone spends time outside in the morning. They walk, they garden, they sit and drink tea in the sun. It is not a medical routine, it is just life. But the science shows it is one of the most powerful things you can do for your health. Here's the truth. You don't need 30 minutes. You don't need a garden or a park. Even 10 minutes outside or near a bright window in the first hour after waking is enough to set your body in the right direction for the whole day. People who age fast often spend their mornings indoors in artificial light looking at screens before their eyes have even adjusted to the day. People who age well step outside first. They give their body what it needs before they give the world their attention. Take Maria. She was 63 years old and felt, in her own words, like a machine that was slowly breaking down. She was tired all the time. She had low energy by noon. She had tried many things. Different diets, different supplements, different schedules. Nothing worked for long. Then one small change. Every morning she started going outside for 10 minutes before she touched her phone. Just 10 minutes. Sun on her face, fresh air, quiet. Within 3 weeks, she slept better. Within a month, her mornings felt different. That was the beginning of her transformation. Not a big dramatic change. One small habit. Light. Habit 2. Hydration. When you wake up in the morning, your body has gone 6, 7, 8 hours without water. You are already slightly dehydrated before your feet touch the floor. And dehydration, even mild dehydration, affects your energy, your thinking, and your mood. He woke up. He drank a full glass of water before his coffee. He did it every single morning for a year. And he said it was the simplest thing that made the biggest difference. Your body wakes up thirsty. Give it what it needs. Before the coffee, before the phone, before anything else. 1 glass of water. That is habit 2. 2 habits, both free, both take less than 15 minutes combined, and both send your body the same message from the very first moment of the day. Your body listens to what you do every day. Habit 3. Move your body every day. Not every other day, not when you feel like it, every day. Now, before you think this means 2 hours at the gym stop, it doesn't. The research on the world's longest living people shows something surprising. They don't exercise. Not in the way we think of exercise. They don't lift heavy weights 5 days a week. They don't run marathons. They walk. They garden. They climb stairs. They carry their groceries. They move naturally, constantly, as part of their daily life. Not in one big burst, but in small, consistent doses throughout the day. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, talks about the power of the 1% improvement. The idea is simple. You don't need to change everything at once. You just need to get a little better every day. A little more movement today than yesterday. A little more tomorrow. Over months and years, those small improvements add up to something extraordinary. Stay with me, because this is where most people go wrong. Those who wait for sickness to change their habits find that by the time they are ready, the body has already paid a price. Those who build movement into their daily life find that the body rewards them quietly, consistently, for years. The science is clear. Daily movement reduces inflammation in the body. It keeps your heart strong. It protects your joints. It improves your mood by releasing natural chemicals in the brain. And it is one of the most powerful ways to slow down the aging process at the cellular level. You don't need a plan that is perfect. You need a plan that is consistent. Start with 30 minutes of walking every day, outside if possible. That is it. That is habit 3. Habit 4. Eat real food. This one is not complicated, but it is hard, because the modern world makes it very easy to eat badly. Packaged food, fast food, sweet drinks, salty snacks. All of it is designed to be easy, cheap, and hard to stop eating. But here is what happens inside your body when you eat that way. Your cells don't get the nutrients they need to repair themselves. Inflammation increases, energy drops, and over years, the damage builds up quietly, slowly, until one day the body shows you the bill. The people in the blue zones eat mostly plants, vegetables, beans, whole grains, fruits, nuts, olive oil. They eat meat rarely. They eat slowly. They stop before they are completely full. There is even an old Okinawan saying, eat until you are 80% full. Not stuffed, not satisfied, 80%. Food is not just fuel, it is information. Every meal you eat sends a message to your cells. It tells them how to function, how to repair, how to age. A diet full of processed food says work harder, repair less, age faster. A diet full of whole, real food says take your time, repair well, stay strong. Food is either medicine or poison. You choose. You choose it 3 times a day, every day, for the rest of your life. And those choices, meal by meal, build the body you will live in at 60, 70, and 80 years old. Your choices are not small. They are everything. Habit 5. Sleep. Not just any sleep. Deep, consistent enough sleep, 7 to 8 hours, every night. We live in a world that treats sleep like a luxury, like something you do when you have finished everything else. People wear their lack of sleep like a badge. I only slept 4 hours. I'll sleep when I'm dead. You have heard it. Maybe you have said it, but here is what is actually happening inside your body when you sleep. Your brain activates a cleaning system. It flushes out waste products that have built up during the day. Your muscles repair themselves, your hormones reset, your immune system strengthens, your memories are sorted and stored. Sleep is not rest. Sleep is repair. And when you cut that repair time short night after night, the damage accumulates. Your thinking gets slower. Your mood drops. Your body ages faster. The research is not subtle on this point. Consistently poor sleep is linked to heart disease, diabetes, weight gain, and a shorter life. Listen carefully. You cannot exercise your way out of bad sleep. You cannot eat your way out of it. You cannot take enough supplements to replace what sleep gives your body for free every single night if you let it. If you struggle to sleep, the habits in this video will help. Morning sunlight, daily movement, less processed food, less stress. They all work together. Sleep is not separate from the other habits. It is the foundation they all rest on. Make your bedroom dark. Keep it cool. Put your phone in another room. Go to bed at the same time every night. Your body loves rhythm. Give it one. Habit 6. Manage your stress. This one is harder to measure than sunlight or water, but it may be the most important habit of all. Chronic stress. The kind that sits in your chest every day. The kind that wakes you up at 3 in the morning. The kind that makes your shoulders tight and jaw sore. That kind of stress is one of the fastest ways to age your body from the inside. When you are stressed, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. In small amounts, cortisol is useful. It helps you respond to danger. It gives you energy when you need it. But when cortisol is high all the time, it damages your cells. It shortens the parts of your DNA that control aging. It weakens your immune system. It slows your ability to heal. If you ever felt 10 years older after a very hard year of your life, that feeling was real. Stress ages you, not just emotionally, physically. So what do? You breathe, slowly, deeply. Every day. If you wake up anxious, breathe. If work feels overwhelming, breathe. If your mind races at night, breathe. 4 seconds in, hold for 4, out for 4. This simple pattern calms your nervous system within minutes. It is ancient, it is free, and it works. You also protect your peace. You choose carefully what you let into your mind, the news you consume, the conversations you have, the thoughts you return to again and again. Your thoughts age you faster than time. So think carefully, not perfectly, not without worry, but with intention, because your body is listening. Your body listens to what you do every day. Habit 7. Stay connected to people. This one surprises many people. They expect the list to be about food or exercise or supplements. They don't expect this. But the science is consistent, and the oldest communities in the world confirm it again and again. Loneliness kills. Not slowly, not gently. It shortens your life in ways that are comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It raises cortisol. It weakens your immune system. It increases your risk of heart disease. And it accelerates cognitive decline, the gradual loss of memory and thinking ability as you age. Now think about this. The Okinawan people of Japan are among the longest living people on Earth. One of their most important cultural practices is called a moai. A moai is a small group of friends, usually 5 people, who commit to supporting each other for life. They meet regularly. They share meals. They talk honestly. They show up when things are hard. They don't call it medicine, but that is what it is. You don't need 100 friends. You don't need to be the most social person in the room. You need a few real connections. People who know your name, your struggles, your dreams. People you eat with. People you laugh with. People who would notice if you disappeared. Call someone today. Not a message, a call. Sit with someone you love and be fully present. Put the phone down and look at them. These moments are not small. They are, according to decades of research, one of the most powerful things you can do for your health and your lifespan. Your relationships are part of your medicine. Habit 8. Have a reason to wake up. The Japanese call it ikigai. It means roughly your reason for being, your purpose. The thing that makes you get out of bed in the morning, not because you have to, but because something is waiting for you. In the blue zones, people don't retire from life. They retire from jobs maybe, but they don't stop contributing. They don't stop creating. They don't stop mattering to the people around them. And the research shows that people who have a clear sense of purpose live on average several years longer than those who don't. Purpose is not always dramatic. It doesn't have to be a mission that changes the world. It can be a garden you tend, a grandchild you teach, a skill you are slowly mastering, a community you quietly serve. He woke up. He had somewhere to be. He had someone who needed him. He lived with energy that most people half his age couldn't match. Ask yourself honestly, what pulls you forward? What makes tomorrow feel worth it? If you don't have a clear answer, that is not a failure. That is an invitation to look, to try to build something that matters to you. Knowing why you wake up keeps you alive. If this video is changing how you see your body and your daily choices, subscribe right now. There is more coming. And the next habits may be the ones that change everything. Habit 9. Let your body feel discomfort. This one will sound strange at first, but stay with it. There is a concept in biology called hormesis. The idea is this. Small doses of stress, physical stress, make the body stronger, not weaker, stronger. When you expose your body to mild cold or mild heat or brief physical challenge, your cells activate repair mechanisms that they would otherwise leave dormant. They become more resilient, more efficient, more resistant to disease and aging. Think of it like this. A muscle that is never challenged never grows. A body that is always comfortable slowly forgets how to fight. Pause for 1 second. Cold showers are one of the simplest ways to practice hormesis. Not ice baths, not extreme cold. Just 30 seconds of cold water at the end of your shower. Your body tenses. Your breathing sharpens. Your circulation surges. And then when you step out, something interesting happens. You feel awake, alive, present in a way that a warm shower never quite delivers. Heat works too. A sauna or even a very warm bath activates similar repair proteins in your body. The science on regular sauna use is remarkable. It is linked to lower rates of heart disease, lower rates of dementia, and a significantly longer life. Shigeaki Hinohara was a Japanese doctor who lived to 105 years old. He worked until the very end of his life. He saw patients, he wrote books, he gave lectures. When people asked him his secret, he talked about staying active, eating lightly, and never letting comfort become a habit. He believed that a body kept in motion, a body regularly challenged, was a body that stayed young. A tired body expects comfort and gets weaker. A trained body welcomes challenge and grows stronger. Small discomfort, big reward. Habit 10. Stop the things that age you fastest. This one is direct. Some habits do not just slow your health down, they accelerate aging at the cellular level. They shorten the protective ends of your DNA. They damage your lungs, your liver, your heart, your skin. They steal years, quietly, one day at a time. Smoking is the clearest example. Every cigarette is a trade. Years of your life for minutes of a habit. There is no amount of sunlight or hydration or sleep that fully undoes what smoking does to a body over time. Alcohol in large amounts works similarly. It disrupts sleep. It damages the liver. It increases inflammation. It impairs the brain's ability to repair itself overnight. Occasional, moderate amounts may be less harmful. But the research increasingly suggests that less is better and none is best. These are not judgments, they are just facts. And the fact is this: you can build 12 beautiful habits. You can walk every morning, eat well, sleep 8 hours, breathe deeply, connect with people you love. But if you are also putting things into your body that directly undo that work, the result will always be smaller than it could be. Your body is not invincible, but it is incredibly forgiving. Stop the damage and it begins to repair, sometimes faster than you expect. Your body listens to what you do every day. Habit 11. Never stop learning. Most people think that the brain is like the body, that it peaks young and slowly declines from there. That forgetting things, slowing down, losing sharpness is just what happens as you age. Inevitable, unstoppable. But the science tells a different story. The brain has a quality called neuroplasticity. It means the brain can change. It can grow new connections. It can rewire itself in response to new experiences, new challenges, new information. And this ability does not disappear when you turn 40 or 60 or 80. It slows, yes, but it never fully stops. Here's what most people miss. The brain, like a muscle, responds to use. When you learn something new, when you challenge your thinking, when you read, study, practice a skill, or even have a deep conversation about something unfamiliar, you are building what scientists call cognitive reserve, a kind of mental savings account. The more you build it, the longer your brain stays sharp. A brain that learns never truly grows old. Think about what you are doing right now. You are choosing to learn something. You are following new ideas. You are building understanding in real time. This is not a small thing. Every minute of focused attention is a deposit into that mental savings account. There was a young woman, maybe 26 years old, who felt mentally exhausted all the time. Not from too much learning, from too little. She spent her evenings scrolling, watching, consuming content that required nothing from her brain. She felt numb, flat, like her mind was slowly going quiet. Then she made one change. Every evening for 20 minutes, she learned something: a language, a recipe, a chapter of a book, a new skill with her hands. It didn't matter what. What mattered was that her brain was asked to work. Within weeks, she felt different, more alive, more curious, more present. If you think you are too old to learn something new, that thought is the problem, not your age. Habit 12. Practice gratitude. This is the last habit, and it is the quietest one, but do not underestimate it. Research on gratitude consistently shows the same results. People who regularly practice gratitude, who take time to notice and appreciate what is good in their lives, have lower levels of cortisol. They sleep better. They feel more connected to others. They report higher levels of energy and well-being, and they tend to live longer. If you worry all night, if you replay every bad thing that happened, if you go to sleep with a mind full of fear and regret, your body spends the night in a low level of stress response. Repair slows. Aging accelerates. Quietly, without announcement. But if you go to sleep thinking of 3 things that were good today, 3 things you are grateful for, even small things, your nervous system relaxes. Your body shifts into repair mode. Your brain consolidates the good. What you focus on grows. Focus on life. David Goggins talks about the power of the mind to push the body beyond what it thinks is possible. But even he, with all his intensity, comes back to one truth. The mind that is at war with itself cannot perform. The mind that is at peace, that has found something worth fighting for, something worth being grateful for, that mind is unstoppable. Gratitude is not weakness. It is not naive. It is one of the most powerful tools your body has for staying young, staying strong, and staying alive. You have 12 habits now: morning sunlight, hydration, daily movement, real food, deep sleep, managed stress, human connection, a reason to wake up, embracing discomfort, removing what harms you, continuous learning, gratitude. 12 things, none of them complicated, none of them expensive. All of them available to you starting today. But here's what I want you to understand before we finish. These habits are not 12 separate items on a checklist. They are not 12 problems to solve one by one. They are one system, a living system. And like any living system, the parts work together. When you sleep well, you make better food choices. When you move daily, you manage stress more easily. When you have purpose, you wake up earlier and with more energy. When you practice gratitude, you sleep more deeply. When you learn something new, you feel more connected to life. When you feel connected to people, your reason for being becomes clearer. They feed each other. They protect each other. You don't need to do all 12 perfectly from day one. You just need to start somewhere. One habit, then another, then another. Hear me on this. Remember Maria, 63 years old, exhausted, trying everything and feeling like nothing worked. She didn't overhaul her entire life in 1 week. She went outside for 10 minutes in the morning. That was the first thread. And when she pulled it, everything else slowly followed. That is how it works. Not all at once. One thread at a time. The oldest, healthiest, most alive people in the world did not find a secret. They did not have access to something you don't. They simply made small, consistent choices day after day, year after year, until those choices became who they were. Until health was not something they pursued, it was something they lived. You can do the same thing. You are not too old. You are not too late. You are exactly on time. Your body has been waiting for this. It has been patient. It has been resilient. It has been trying to heal every single day, even when you weren't helping it. Imagine what it can do when you finally start working with it instead of against it. Your body listens to what you do every day, every single day. Not someday, today. Let's bring it all together. Habit 1. Go outside in the morning and let sunlight reach your eyes. Habit 2. Drink water before anything else. Habit 3. Move your body every single day, even if just a walk. Habit 4. Choose real food over processed food, one meal at a time. Habit 5. Protect your sleep like it is the most important appointment of your day, because it is. Habit 6. Breathe. Slow your stress. Guard your peace. Habit 7. Stay close to the people who matter. Connection is medicine. Habit 8. Find your reason to wake up. Purpose keeps you alive. Habit 9. Let your body feel small discomfort. It makes you stronger. Habit 10. Remove the things that steal your years. Habit 11. Learn something new every day. A learning grain never grows old. Habit 12. End each day with gratitude. What you focus on grows. 12 habits, one life, yours. None of this is out of reach. None of this requires money or perfect conditions or starting over from zero. It requires only one thing, a decision, made today, and then again tomorrow, and the day after that. The people who live the longest don't have a secret. They just never stopped choosing well. Now it is your turn. Keep listening every day and your mind and body will grow. That is true for your English and for your health. Every time you sit down to learn something, you get stronger. Don't stop. Which of these 12 habits will you start tomorrow? Tell me in the comments below. I read every single one, and your answer might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourself. Take care of the people around you. And I will see you in the next one.